Let's go on the record. This is cause number 2021 CR 11383, the state of Texas versus Elizabeth Love. Attorneys, please make your announcements for the record.
Gretchen Plater for the state.
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
Ms. Love is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name for the record, Ms. Love.
Elizabeth Ann Love.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'm going to show you on the screen the true bill of indictment that was filed in this case. It alleges the offense of assault on an emergency services personnel causing bodily injury that was alleged to have occurred October 7th, 2021.
Do I push you got it?
Ms. Love, can you wait for me to ask a question of you, please?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge that you have this afternoon?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are we proceeding as charged?
Yes.
Ms. Love, the indictment, the charge on the indictment is a third-degree felony. I have the document on the screen called the court's admonishment. It explains to you the range of punishment for this charge, which is 2 to 10 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, the institutional division. It also carries a possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand the range of punishment that applies to this charge?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent. Those are your constitutional rights. Do you understand those?
I do.
When you sign this document that I have on the screen, what you're telling me is that you're going to give up those rights. Is that what you intend to do?
For probation? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the plea agreement, but you apparently have an agreement.
Yes, I agreed to give up my rights to a jury, my rights to a trial, and in return to have a 6-year plea sentence with the condition of finishing all probation terms to drop it early under a deferred adjudication, not to be charged.
Miss Love, court's going to go through all that with you, okay? And so if you just let the court speak, and she'll get to those issues, and she'll go through everything we've already talked about and explained.
So yes, I will go over all of that with you, Ms. Love. Don't worry. I know you have a lot to say, but we'll get to it, okay? All right, so is this your electronic signature here at the bottom of the screen I'm showing you?
Yes.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
If you were not a citizen, I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Ms. Love, are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Very satisfied. 100%.
Yes. Mr. Simmons, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the proceedings against her?
In my opinion, she does, Your Honor.
Has she been able to assist you in the preparation of any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
In your opinion, is she mentally competent to waive her rights and enter into a plea?
In my opinion, she is, Your Honor.
I will accept the waiver of rights and make it part of the record. Ms. Love, I want to go over that agreement that you made today. The agreement calls for 6 years of deferred adjudication. There is no fine. The state is going with the other pending charge that you have, cause number 2021 CR 11384. We're going to do a mental health evaluation as well as a substance abuse evaluation and 150 hours of community service. Is that your understanding of the agreement in this case?
I understand the agreement.
Is that the agreement you made?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about the hours, but I knew about the rest of it.
Okay. Well, those are part of the conditions of probation.
I understand.
Mr. Simmons, is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Later, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
What is your plea, Ms. Love, to the charge of assault on an emergency services personnel causing bodily injury? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you entering the plea of no contest because you have talked about this matter with your attorney and you believe that entering this plea is in your best interest?
Yes.
And are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you to enter a plea
No.
or offered you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
I will accept your plea of no contest. I find the plea is voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
It offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
State's 1 is admitted. Mr. Simmons, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914 in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement and make it part of the record. Give me just a minute so that I could read the stiffs, and then I'll also sign that dismissal while I'm reading this. So give me just a few minutes. Okay, let's go back on the record. Mr. Simmons, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hold her in custody until March 17th, and I'm just gonna order the DDRF. We should know fairly quickly because her appointment would be March 7th if she meets the criteria for DDRF, and then if not, we can bring her in sooner if she's ready. But I at least need to know that part.
Yes, Judge. And if I could just be put back in a room with her.
That's fine. Let me just find the evidence. Let's go back on the record. I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt, Ms. Love. I'm not going to make any other findings. I will see you back here March the 17th or sooner if we get a report from the mental health evaluation. We're going to go off the record, but I need you to go into a breakout room with probation and with your attorney.